That was a reasonable move, and it doesn't do him any favours to mention had the Mick Harford been there, that probably would have been in the back of the net. Here's Dale Gordon. And out. Bruce taking his time. Benstead's kick low to Biggins. Away by Foster, and a hard one for the forwards. Dale Gordon under pressure immediately. And Steen does well to pinch it off him, but doesn't get the break there. Another substitution. Darren McDonough, 23-year-old, getting his first taste of First Division football. Mark North has gone off, and here's McDonough with a quick touch. He's actually a midfield player or defender, but he's going to have a go up front. And here's Nicholas, but it's pushed back well by Spear. Luton supporters and side desperate for more goals, particularly here at Kenilworth Road. On well by Phelan. Nice touch by Wayne Biggins to Dale Gordon. Barham goes wide on the right. Crook is behind him supporting. Barham's cross, and it's come for Phelan. He must score! And he hit Johnson a little bit too deliberate. That's a couple of chances fallen to Michael Phelan. But now it's Luton who are living dangerously. What can they come up with here? Not a lot. And Barham finding Culverhouse. Bursting forward well. Good build-up here by Norwich once again. Barham once more. Picked out by Foster, straight to Gordon here, trying to get a return, but it didn't work. The play is a little bit ragged here, but it's wide open in midfield. Surely there's time and skill enough for somebody to pinch it. But we can't get anybody to put it in the back of the net. And Barham's using the ball particularly well. Crook can't get there. There's an infringement, and the linesman's flag is up. And ironic jeers from the home crowd. Culverhouse and Steen clashing, and that was a foul by Culverhouse according to the referee. 9 minutes to full time. Newell tumbles, Steen gets in there well, Bruce stops him and clears well. Good play. But Luton roared on now by their supporters. Faded a bit in the second half, but there's still time. Steen. Newell trying to turn. Bruce gets a foot in there. Foster's up there helping. Crook gets it away. Dale Gordon. And there's a lot of room for Mal Donaghy, and let's see. Ball won by McDonough. By Culverhouse. Good lead by Biggins. Can Drinkle get in here? Foster's with him. Push wide and out of danger, but he's got support from Barham. First time cross. Johnson has it. Culverhouse. Gordon has it. Now there's another chance for Phelan. Driven wide again and tumbles. And the target is gone. Bit unlucky there, Phelan, a defender who's found himself in scoring positions because of a little bit of tactical sophistication. It hasn't run for him, although to be fair there, the defensive work by Donaghy was good. Butterworth, pinched by McDonough. And Butterworth pinches it back off Rob Johnson, quickly to Kevin Drinkle. Butterworth gets going down the left. Drinkle's going himself. Drinkle's going to have a crack. And wide. Perhaps he'd run out of steam a little bit there, but you've got to admire the way he arrows for goal when he gets a chance. Still the Sun a bit of a problem out there. Nice flick on by Darren McDonough. Rebound off the VIP box there. McDonough again. Showing some nice control. Ricky Hill, a touch and go, but it's offside, I'm afraid. And nothing's going for Luton. More like the Ricky Hill quick thinking we've grown to admire over the last 10 years, but just offside. Bit of a scramble. Foster gets it, but that wasn't the greatest clearance in the world either. Ricky Hill helps him out. Ian Crook will push forward, and I suspect that both sides might have settled for a point here when they know, both of them, that they could have had 3. Butterworth wins it. But McDonough and these young forwards haven't finished, nor's Ricky Hill. Rob Johnson's cross. In comes McDonough. Good catch, though, by Benstead, whose handling has been good. And he's made a couple of useful saves as well. Grimes. Well done by Barham. Culverhouse. Easy one for Foster. Culverhouse in again well. Crook controls neatly. But there was a little bit too rushed. And we're into time added on now as Luton try to scramble something here. But it looks as if they've too little time left. There's a throw in now to Luton. No, it's a free kick quickly taken to Johnson. Johnson looking for McDonough. Culverhouse cuts out well. Norwich have had the better of the second half, I would suggest, after being a bit worried in the first half. Foster must be looking forward to getting his leading scorers and experienced players back. And there indeed is the whistle for the end of the game. A frustrating one. I suppose something of the inevitable about it. Luton's good defence, but losing a little bit up front. They had the better of the first half when they missed a few chances. Norwich certainly had the better of the second half, and they missed a few chances. Mickey Phelan had a couple falling to him, but they maintained their unbeaten away record. But the final score here was Luton 0, Norwich City 0. Well, not much doubt about which side was the more cheerful within 5 minutes of that finish. With Nottingham Forest losing at Leicester and Liverpool losing at home to Spurs, it meant that Ken Brown's Norwich City were the new leaders of the First Division.
Ooh. No, it's absolutely fabulous. It's really good because I've never had that before, ever, as a player or anything else. So obviously delighted. Can't quite understand it all yet, but I mean, yeah.
What about the performance here that put you on top of the table? How would you assess that?
A good, hard workmanlike performance. We knew it's a different game altogether playing with them, and I thought the lads adapted very, very well indeed.
When you say a different game altogether, a different game playing on this surface?
Yes, it is. I don't think it's a typical English game of football that you play, and there's certain little things missing, you know, and it is a little bit difficult to adjust to. But 4 marks to the lads. I thought they'd done very, very well under the circumstances.
Should you have perhaps had more points in the end than just the one? Did you have the chances in the second half that might have gone in?
I thought we just about had the edge on chances, and obviously Mickey Phelan, I mean, Les Seeley made one absolutely brilliant stop. But then after saying all that, I thought our own Graham Benstead had done exceptionally well as well. So all in all, everybody's satisfied. Well, Norwich side are satisfied with the point, yes.
Michael, tell me about the couple of chances that fell your way in the second half.
The first one actually was a good move by the team, and it just happened that Dale, I think it was Dale Gordon, got the cross over to the far post, and I stole in behind. This is Dale now. Dale chips the ball in, and I stole him behind the defender, and I met the header very well, and Seeley just seemed to come out and pick the one out, really, which I thought was going over the line.
Great save.
It was a great save, yes.
What about the second one?
The second one was the ball was played into Mark Barham, and Mark Barham saw the gap. I think he was aiming for Kevin Drinkle here, and he plays the ball into Kevin Drinkle, and I asked Kevin to leave it, and I pulled the ball down, and actually I pulled it down probably a little bit too well for myself, shot, and the lad got in the way and blocked it.
But here you are, a midfield player or a central defender, popping up into striking positions. That's a bit unusual, isn't it?
It is, yes, for me personally, because normally I've been sort of keeping the goals out rather than being on the end of things. I'm not a prolific goal scorer, as my record shows, but it's nice to get in the box. And I talked to the lads and Kevin Drinkle and the strikers and what have you, and they say they wish they could get into positions that I do. I just wish I could start sticking some away.
John, tell me what you thought of this game from Luton's point of view.
Well, it's obviously disappointing. Again, we have failed to score a goal at home. But it's like Liverpool playing without Kenny Dalglish and Ian Rush. Luton Town playing without Mick Harford and Brian Steen.
It was a difficult job for you taking over from David Platt in the circumstances with a lot of publicity around the club. How have you managed to imprint your own personality and your own views onto the side?
I don't really think I have yet. I think it's going to take a lot more time. I think there's, people's thoughts are people's thoughts, and I don't think they're going to change them for me over a short period of time. Perhaps they will over a longer period of time, but certainly not in the short term.
It's a tough old job being a manager, and you're comparatively new to it. Are you enjoying it?
That's the fourth time I've been asked that question today, and I still don't know the answer. Perhaps the answer is I don't know what enjoyment is from a football manager's point of view at this stage.
But let's get back to that membership scheme. We've heard from the chairman, we've heard from the terraces, the supporters. What do the two managers think about it?
Obviously, that has been a worrying aspect, because I feel that all publicity sooner or later gets to the players. And obviously the other thing, the members are expecting us to produce goods every week, and so far we've failed to produce the goods. But we've played 10 games now, and unfortunately for us, Mick Harford hasn't taken the field yet, so hopefully that's a bonus to come.
But it's a blow to you not being allowed to play in the Littlewoods Cup, surely. That's another door closed.
Well, people make decisions that I don't have any control over, so it's no good me moaning about it. We've just got to try and get on with the game, which is hopefully what it's all about, football.
What's it like for a side to play here when none of their supporters are around and there's no support for them whatsoever?
That's who I feel for more than anything else, because no time I don't think that Norwich have ever topped the league, and the people that has missed out on this are our genuine people who come away week in, week out. They come away and they've missed this. I mean, they've missed Europe, and now they've missed the opportunity to see Norwich go top of the league. I think that's a bit sorrowful.
But do you disapprove then of the closed doors?
I don't approve of it, no. I don't think it's quite right. Because, mind you, I will say in defence that in the first instance about 6-7 years ago, I thought that was the answer, to stop all away supporters. But I realise now that it's not the answer. I do, honestly, because the genuine supporters who are organised, and all our supporters are organised, they don't cause any problems, and they're the people that are suffering. So we're talking about a minority, a small minority, that should be rooted out and punished severely. And then perhaps it might be a deterrent, because I don't think we're going to get rid of it just by saying ban away support, because I just think you'll show